We honor the generals of before that pioneered the Pentecostal movement, displaying the undiluted power of God in nations across.
My prayer is that God may restore His power in the church. My prayer is that we may all arise to believe God and believe the word. Where is the generation of men and women who walked on earth with power? I am not even talking about those who are reported in the volume of the scriptures. I'm talking about men and women like T.L. Osborn. This man who believed God. The way the Westerners believe and the Easterners believe are often different. If you will ask a Westerner who is God, you will be impressed. He will tell you names you do not know, and he probably does not have a clue. He is Jehovah Ra. He is Chikenu. He is El Elyon. He is Mekadikishen. He is Almighty. That's a Westerner. But if you go to the Easterners and you say, who is God? They'll tell you is the bread of life. They are practical. They want the tangible. Who is God? Is the living water. Is my shepherd. Spare me the Hebrew, spare me the Greek. I want to know him as the one who feeds me. He's my bread of life. He's the living water. He's the lily of my valley. He's my bright morning star. And Osborn, T.L. Osborn, when he went to India to minister, he came with big words. Nobody listened. He spoke his theological knowledge. From morning till evening, he had no impact. He went back home and he prayed for 3 days, believing the word. God said, go back. This time, leave your theology in your bag. Go and present me with the power of the living God. Through the demonstration of the power of God, T.L. Osborn shook the mission. Where are men and women like him, who walked on earth believing the word of God, believing the Bible as the absolute truth? Where are those men and women like this?
Effective is because those who went before us, although some of them were uneducated, but they were able to present a healing Jesus to the nations. I remember it was T.L. Osborn, I believe, who was sharing that one time he went to a nation and they would not pay attention to him. He preached and preached and preached and preached, and they were just looking at him. And when all that noise was done, he made up his mind. He said, you know what, I hope I recall the story well. They brought somebody who was lame out. They brought somebody who was blind out. They brought sick people, and there was difficulty because the people were not really English speaking. As soon as he laid hands on the cripple, laid hands on the blind, and there was a miracle, there was an eruption. People began to shout. Can I tell you, one genuine miracle is equal to 1,000 sermons. You believe me when I tell you that. One genuine miracle that someone who is in National Hospital here or any of the FMCs, seen by everybody, stage 4 cancer, Lord, take us to that realm. Take us to that realm where we stop being noisemakers. Take us to that realm where we present a healing Jesus.
I was very close to T.L. Osborn before he went to heaven, and his library was facing his bedroom. He turned all his materials into big volumes. As he opens his eyes, what he sees from his bedroom is library. Spiritual capacity. You know, people have turned ministry to speaking. I'm speaking for. What speaking? We are called to be able ministers of the gospel. We are not speakers. I was led to work at developing capacity for ministry very early, from Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 16 and 17. So I went after biographies of ministries across 10 theories. I want to find out what they found, how they ran the work, how they walked through it, what challenges they had, how they.
God bless your family. The Lord bless you. There can never be an Elijah without without an Elijah. Right now, we are at a cemetery, the Memorial Cemetery in Tulsa, Oklahoma, United States of America. God spoke to me to come to this place. Always say the things of the Spirit can never be understood by those who are in the flesh. Behind me, this is God generous. Himself and his beloved are one. This is T.L. Osborn. T.L. Osborn was a tele-evangelist, a charismatic preacher in the 20th century, a man that was using mind, a man who carried a supreme anointing, a man who was endorsed with the divine utterance, a man that brought revival across the United States and across the globe. T.L. Osborn was a mighty man of God who was mightily used by God. As you can see, he was born on the 23rd of December 1923, and he died on February 14, 2013. And the unique part and amazing part, we share the same month, December. We share the same date. I was born on the 23rd of December 1991. I am praying that the Lord will raise men and the women of God that are going to bring revival over the globe. Men and the women of God that are going to carry the mantles of T.L. Osborn. Men and the women of God that are going to carry the mantles of Catholic. And the family, prepare yourself. There is a revival that is about to break out. The Lord want to do something for this end time. The end time revival of King Jesus. It is going to be a mind-blowing end time revival where God and his servant that had walked with him, those who served God in humility and integrity, their mantles are about to be transferred over your life.